I'm now hoping the resolution is fine. I had to end that previous stream so that I can adjust the resolution settings. But from what I'm seeing, even on the video on my screen, that is yeah, I can see that everything is doing well. So thank you for that comment. I had forgotten to adjust the resolution settings. So yeah, big up yourself for reminding me that one. It could have been catastrophic if nobody mentioned it. So yeah, big up yourself for informing me about that. I was saying that during the midweek game, Pep Guardiola made so many changes, and I think it affected how Man City played. So hopefully today they'll do something awesome. They are going to pick up the 3 points against Leeds. I've seen Leeds wako the 18th position in the what in the. Let me just add the chart. Just a minute. The add chart. Which one is it? I'm confused. Upcoming. I want this one. So yeah, I'm saying that I had noticed that just a minute. I make the changes. I know I'm going to show you guys the lineup in a couple. YouTube live. Yeah. We are good. We are good. We are good. The chat is working. I was saying that I want to show you guys the starting 11 for Manchester City. I can see the players are out on the field. So yeah, let's begin with the home team, that is Manchester City in goal. Donnarumma back in goal after Trafford was the goalkeeper during the Champions League midweek game. And then Nico O'Reilly, Vardiol, Diaz, Nunes, the same back four yenye imekuwa ikicheza very well for Man City, imekuwa return for this game. And then sasa this is where things start getting interesting in the midfield for Man City. We know that Gonzalez is going to play as the pivot, but we also have Silva next to him. At the same time, Reinders is there and Foden is there. So I'm slightly confused on how we are going to line up. I'm going to try and make a prediction of how of what we might see. I think Foden is going to play in that position, and then Silva is going to line up on the right wing side. I don't know if that is the right thing. Yeah, all good now. Thanks. Yeah. Big up yourself for reminding me that my resolution was off. So yeah, I was saying that Reinders is back into the team after a couple of weeks of him not starting. And funny enough, there's a very weird stat that I saw about Man City is that the all the games that we have lost is because Haaland. It's not because Haaland hasn't scored, but when Haaland fails to score, Man City doesn't win the game. So yeah, we might have to look up to him for this game, but hopefully the other players can step up. Doku on the left wing side, and then perhaps Silva is going to play on that right wing side. So yeah, let's see how things are going to turn out. On the other side, Leeds, I was saying wako number 18 on the league. So I don't think wanafaa kutusumbua. I don't think they should present us a very difficult challenge, but we've seen it previously that when Man City, Man City, whenever we think that they are going to play well against in quotes small team or lesser opponents, is when they end up struggling. Only two viewers wish you a lot of luck. Hopefully you will be big one day. African brother here, born in Europe. Big up yourself as always for leaving such a positive comment. Yeah, hopefully the community is going to grow by as we keep on progressing. So yeah, let me just tune in my screen. At 6:15, that is 15 minutes from now, we'll also be doing the Barcelona Watchalong. So yeah, you can hang around, hit the like while you're here, and you can share the link with other people. Let me just tune into my screen so that we can see we can see the Man City game. Are you from England? No, I'm not from England. I'm based in Kenya. I'm not in England. You're from England? Which part of Africa are you from? Nonto. Wilfred Nonto. No, Luxembourg. Wow. These are maybe you can tell me if this is right, yeah? Is Luxembourg the richest country in the world? Lama, that was not a fact. I think I read that somewhere. But my parents are Cape Verdean. Interesting. That is very interesting. So you've lived in Europe, that is Luxembourg, since you're born. You've been there since you're born. Is it the richest country in the world, Luxembourg? That is what I meant. Is it the richest country in the world? I don't know where I read that. So maybe someone lied to me when they told me that Luxembourg is the richest country in the world. So yeah, Man City starting in a few. We'll also be keeping an eye on Barcelona versus Alaves on the second screen. Let me just add that game to the screen. Liverpool lost. Did you guys see that game? Liverpool ended up losing 4-1. Liverpool are doing so badly, man. They're like Man City last season. 12 games, 9 losses for Liverpool. They are definitely in a crisis. There's no doubt about that. Bernardo Silva is going to kick us off and the game begins. Man City, we want everything. We want the 3 points, clean sheet preferably. Preferably. Yeah, I was talking about Liverpool. They lost 4-1 in midweek, man. I've seen some of their fans are calling for an slot head, man. I'm adding the timer, guys. Don't worry. And it's working awesome. But we have to get the 3 points before we start talking about our rivals. Arsenal are doing very well. Are Arsenal doing very well, or is it because other teams are not doing well? Good switch up of play, Nunes? Or is it because the other two teams, that is Man City and Liverpool, aren't doing so well? Nunes, cut back, golazo! Phil Foden 1-0 Man City. Lovely play by Nunes and Bernardo Silva there. City 1 goal up. 1 minute in. It's going to be a good day, yeah? Foden is a very good finish. I was talking about other players stepping up. And Foden does that. 1.5 minutes in, City lead against Leeds. But I think this was a very good. Yeah, Vardiol had a very good switch to Nunes, and then combination between Nunes and Bernardo Silva. They didn't keep up with Nunes. They are a very good cutback, and then Foden says, "Yeah, I'll take this one, Haaland." 1-0 City. It's a good start. It's a good start for Man City, this one. Good finish by Foden there. Good finish by Foden. Haaland was waiting, but Foden steps up. 1-0 for City. Vardiol, defend. 59 seconds in, we were 1 goal up. Leeds will have to try and compose themselves here. We have the highest, or one of the highest PIB in the world because of the cross-border workers who work here, and we have a good minimum wage. But Switzerland has the highest one. Richest, I don't know, but it depends. It depends what you mean and accept. I'll have to do some research on that. Have to do some research on Luxembourg. What language do you guys speak in Luxembourg? English? What's the national language there? Vardiol. Reinders is playing slightly deeper than we have seen him playing this season. I think we nailed everything when we were talking about the tactical side of how Man City will line up. But I'm also keeping an eye on which position Bernardo Silva is playing in. But for the goal that Man City have scored, Silva was towards the right side of the field. But I'm seeing him. When Man City are playing deep, he's playing alongside. And we've lost the ball. Nunes. When Man City are playing deep, pass the ball, Luku. Pass the ball. Nice one. O'Reilly. Nick O'Reilly. Nico Gonzalez, Reinders, Nico O'Reilly again on the left wing side, combining with Doku. Foden. Nico Gonzalez. Official languages are French, Luxembourgish, and German, I think. And you learn English in school, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Having many languages being spoken in one country, I think it's very cool because it means that you have different type of people living in that country. Someone has been taken down. Reinders was down. I haven't taken you guys through the Barcelona lineup. So let's see how Barcelona are going to line up against Alaves. Have you been to Cape Verde? Have you ever been to Cape Verde? This is very weird. It's almost 8 minutes to the Barcelona game, but I'm not seeing the lineup on FortMob. There it is. So let's take a look at how Barcelona will be lining up for this one. So yeah, Garcia in goal, Balde, Gerard Martin, Kubarsi, Eric Garcia playing in the right back position, Mr. Versatility. Casado alongside Marc Benal. I had seen some news that Frankie de Jong didn't show up for the morning session, so perhaps that's why he has been sidelined today. Captain Rafinha is back into the starting 11 alongside Dani Olmo, who was also dropped for the Chelsea game. Lamine Yamal on the right wing side, and then Lewandowski leading the line for the Blaugrana boys. Deportivo, who do I know from Deportivo? I know Denis Suarez. I also think Carlos Alenya went to the same team. Benched players. Carlos Alenya. Yeah, Carlos Alenya used to play for Barcelona back in which years? He was an academy graduate. He played for Barcelona. I think 18-19 was his last season before he got traded. He went to Getafe. And then I think he found his way back to Deportivo Alaves. Have you ever been to City? No, I've never been. I've never been to England or to the Etihad. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Hopefully, it's going to happen in the near future. But yeah, I would really love to go there and watch a couple of games. Nico Gonzalez, twisting, turning, losing the ball, Leeds with the ball. Yes, 5 times or so. You've been to Cape Verde about 5 times. I'm going to Leeds in behind. Daniel James, former Man United player, crosses the ball to no one. Leeds are applying some pressure and they win a set piece. Cape Verde. Did Cape Verde play in the 2022 World Cup? Or which tournament do I remember seeing Cape Verde playing? Maybe it was the African Cup of Nations. AFCON. I don't remember, but he says no. There's a tournament I remember that I remember Cape Verde were playing in. Perhaps it was the African Cup of Nations. Leeds with the set piece here, 8 minutes in. City have to be alert. City already one goal up, courtesy of Phil Foden in the first minute. 2026 will be the first time in your history to play in the World Cup. Wow. Perhaps very small country, 10 islands. The last can. I think it was the Africa. Yeah. It's the same top. It's the same nini. The same the same tournament we are talking about. Taken down, Nico O'Reilly, foul for Man City. Leeds have responded. They've been a bit aggressive since conceding. 5 minutes before we start watching the Barcelona game. In the meantime, when you're here, hit the like. But midweek was very disappointing, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. Especially for Man City losing against Bayer Leverkusen. It was very disappointing. Your favorite ever Manchester City player? My favorite Manchester City player of all time. I'm stuck between Aguero, Yaya Toure, and what's his name, David Silva. If I was forced to pick one, I'll go for Yaya Toure. I think he was a phenom. The way he played, and then there's that legendary season he had. I think it was 14-15 or 13-14. One of the two. He was cooking, man. He was cooking. Morgan is here. He says hello. Hello, Morgan. How you been, bro? And favorite ever Man City game? Who? Favorite Manchester City game ever of all time? I know most 90% of City fans are going to say the 3-2 against QPR. I wanted to go for Manchester City versus Inter Milan in the Champions League final, but it was too tense, man. It was too tense. I don't think that was my favorite game of all time for Man City. So I'm going to go with the FA Cup win against Man United during the treble season. I think that was my favorite game of all time for Man City. The only disappointment through that is that a season later we ended up losing against them in the same game. But I'd go for Manchester City versus Man U in the FA Cup final in 2023 when we won against them. But I'm pretty sure there are other games that I enjoyed watching. The 4-0 against Real Madrid, that is my favorite game of all time. That 4-0 against Real Madrid at Etihad, I'm going to choose that. That is my most favorite game of all time. My favorite player is Nunes. I can tell you started watching football today, Morgan. Your favorite player is Nunes, but to be honest, Nunes has improved a lot. I used to be one of those people that I didn't want to see him play for Man City ever, especially last season when he made that mistake against Man United at Etihad. I was done with him. But props to him, he has improved so much this season, and it looks like he's more comfortable playing in that right back position. But I'm still going to say that I prefer Husanov playing there, especially in the big games when we are coming up against some very tricky left wingers. I would prefer having Husanov play in that position. Bernardo Silva is dropping deep when Man City have the ball, so he's not playing that in that right wing position mainly. But yeah, props to Nunes for improving. But the most challenging part about our team is, I think the starting 11 that we have on the field at this moment is the best team that we have. But now excluding Chucky. But now the problem that Man City have is when we try and swap out one player for the other, our team falls apart. And that is what happened during the midweek game against Leverkusen. We just looked like we didn't know what we were doing. Bernardo Silva, 13 minutes in. How old are you? 24. I turned 24 this year. I know I look 34, but I'm 24. O'Reilly. Reinders. Leeds are going to play this way for like 70% of the game. Every man behind the ball, they're looking forward to attacking us using the counter attacks. What do you think about the homegrown players' roles in the EPL? I understand why they have such roles. I understand why, because they want to make sure that players from the academies, that is English players, are making their way up to the highest teams possible. But at the same time, it kind of limits the players outside the EPL. So I mean, I'm stuck. I'm stuck between the two. I understand why they have it, but I also have the opinion that it's kind of, it makes it difficult for other players to break into the league. But that rule is in, it cuts across all leagues. If you go to Spain, I think they have. Do Spain have a similar rule in terms of the number of Spanish players that can be in the team? I'm pretty sure they do. I'm against it. 8 is too much. 8 out of what? Out of 22 or 24? I'm kind of okay with it. Kinda. I'm not against it, but I'm also not for it. Nico Riley, man. That's a high foot. I'm against it. 8, it's too much. I think it's 24. It's 22 players or 23. 17 plus 8. Oh, yeah, makes sense. 25, yeah, makes sense. So far, Man City, how many homegrown players do we have? Foden, John Stones, Nathan Ake, Rico Lewis. That is 4. I'm missing other 4 players. There's someone else I'm missing. Nico O'Reilly, 5. Oscar Bob, yeah, Oscar Bob, by the way. Jeremy Doku. What do you think about Doku, bro? And while you're answering that, what do you think about our wingers in the football club? Foden was almost in. Dan James, former Manu player, loses the ball against Nico O'Reilly. Ruben Dias. Haaland, risky back pass by Haaland there. Lovely footwork by Nunes. Doku is strong on one-on-one, but he isn't intelligent and isn't a finisher. I agree with you when it comes to the one-on-one, and I also agree with you when it comes to the finishing part. I don't think our wingers are clinical enough. If you compare who we are lining up against in terms of world football, if you line up our wingers against the best teams in the world, you'd be shocked by the difference, especially when it comes to finishing. Our wingers can do all the fancy stuff. They can pick the ball, do Haaland corner. They can do all the fancy stuff similar to the other wingers. But when it comes to putting the ball behind the net, that is where our wingers fall off the cliff. And it's very concerning for Man City. It's not a corner, it's a goal kick. That is where I'm concerned about Man City. Foden almost in again there. Good ball by Doku. Good ball by Doku. But the only praise I'm going to give Doku is I think the season he has improved. I know we are how many games in? Barcelona game has begun. We are how many games in? 13 games in. Let me just tune into the Barcelona game before we continue that discussion. Hopefully Barcelona, they're also going to hold up their own against Alaves. Last weekend we ended up losing. I watched both games and we lost. Oh, Barcelona won last weekend, yeah. Nice ball by Doku. Phil Foden, deflection. Nico O'Reilly, Nico Gonzalez. No, corner. Doku is cooking, bro. We've talked about him, and I think he's hard us. He's finding those spaces in between the lines so well. Foden, man. Yeah, deflection there. Barcelona have conceded. How have they conceded? I'm only 2 minutes late. This is not realistic. I'm only a couple of minutes late and they've already conceded, man. What the hell is happening? How have they conceded? I'm seeing the game is 3 minutes in. And Barcelona are already one goal down in the first minute. I'm pretty sure it's a counter-attack goal. This is so embarrassing, guys, if I'm being honest. I'm late for a few minutes and Barcelona have already conceded. Are they pranking? I think they're pranking me or something. How is this possible? Lovely footwork by Haaland. How have they conceded this quickly? I even need to see the type of goal they've conceded. Bernardo Silva on the right wing side, taking me back to the treble season. Closed down by Nico O'Reilly. Doku shoot. Doku, don't try being too smart. Don't try being too smart. How have they conceded this quickly? Diaz takes a shot but doesn't trouble anyone. He's doing YouTube videos instead of practicing. He's shooting more. What do you think about Savio? What do your friends think about you doing lives? Honestly, I've never asked them what they think about it. If I'm being honest, I've never asked them what do you think about me doing this. I just woke up one day and I decided that I'm going to do this. So I gathered all the things that I need. Webcam, a good microphone. Okay, that's a lie. They were not good. They were just equipment that I had. I used them and until I got into a position whereby I could buy a more decent setup, and I did that. Yeah, to the people that were here during the first few watchalongs, they were very painful because the setup was so shambolic, to say the least. But it served us. For, I think we began doing live streams last year in October, and I think I used it since October 2024 till what? Till when? Till let's say March 2025 is when I got a decent computer, and then I went and I got another computer on top of that. So yeah, but maybe I'll ask them and they'll give me their opinion. But Morgan is here. I'm pretty sure Morgan can give you an opinion. We've known each other for a while. He thinks it's cool. But I'm a Savinho fan. I believe in him. That is where we are going to part ways. That is where we are going. But okay, he's young. I understand that aspect of him being young. Rafinha waits too long before shooting the ball. Waits too long, Rafa. You've waited so long. You waited for them to recover before you took that shot. Foden with the corner. By the way, I didn't ask you which team you support. Corner for Man City, corner for Barcelona. Foden! Another corner. Savio is very young, yeah. I know he's young, but I don't know about believing in him. I think by now he could have given me something to hold on to, but he hasn't so far. Ah, very good quality there by Foden. Yeah. I want to know which team you support. They lose the ball. Oh, shocking mistake by the goalkeeper for Leeds, but City are going to take that. Vardiol 2-0. Vardiol 2-0. 2-0 for Man City. Vardiol is in. Josko Vardiol gives Man City the second goal of the day against Leeds. 24 minutes in, Man City 2 goals up against Leeds. Barcelona equalize! Lamine! The dream! Yamal! Pick up the ball, Barcelona. Let's go. Barcelona 1-1. I've seen 2 goals in a space of 1 minute. 1-1 Barcelona versus Alaves. It can only be one man. Lamine Yamal gives Barcelona the equalizer. I don't think that's a foul against the Leeds goalkeeper. Why do you think I'm here, by the way? I need to start using my brain cells. You could be here because you're hate watching, by the way. It could be that you're hate watching. It could be that you're hate watching. You know, when Lamine Yamal shot that ball, I told myself, wow, he's missed. I thought he had missed from there. It looked like he missed. 1-1 Barca. They are checking a possible offside here. I think Bernardo Silva was offside for that one. He's already offside, but is he impeding the goalkeeper? I think they're going to. Let me just see what they're going to do. Checking possible offside for Man City against Leeds. I don't like. They're taking a bit long checking this goal. Hate watching from Luxembourg with 3 viewers. That's hating, bro. We've faced worst people here. If you talk to Morgan, okay, Morgan himself is a hater. He's hate watching. He supports the channel, but he does the hate watching against Man City so many times. But yeah, we've had numerous people popping in during games that Man City are losing, and they get to enjoy themselves by seeing how much I lose my mind. Especially last season. If you go back to the games, last season was so bad. Last season was so bad, bro. Wow. Last season was bad. Yeah. Considering that it was my first year starting doing the live streams, and Man City were on this crazy losing streak, I wasn't getting a breather. Lamine Yamal crosses the ball. There's no one on the other side. You can tell that Alaves are on the ropes. Goal given. Goal is going to stand. Josko Vardiol gets his goal. Big City fan. Was already at the Etihad. You've been to the Etihad? Morgan says he's actually backing City today and Barca. No, we don't want your support. We don't want your support. We don't want your support. We don't. And you're very lucky that we haven't been watching Man United games. You're very lucky. You're very lucky, Morgan. You've been to the Etihad 3 or 4 times. Whoa, that's incredible. Did you walk into the field, into the pitch? Or you went there to just watch the games? Or were you visiting the stadium during, not during a match day game? Money over voice. Money over voice. Morgan, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's starting to look a bit difficult for Leeds. First time Sterling scored against Southampton. Nice game. Is that your favorite? What's your favorite game of all time when it comes to Man City? What's your favorite game of all time? Either you watched it live or even from on your TV. Barcelona lose the ball, did everything, stadium tour, Premier League match, Champions League game. So that was Rico Lewis' first goal. Let me try and remember that. Was that during the treble season or the forfeit season? I know it's between the two. I know it's between the two. But Southampton was there in the last. Incredible. I know the feeling was incredible. I'm pretty sure you'll remember that feeling for the rest of your life. I may or may not have placed something. You've placed a bet for Man City and Barcelona. I now understand why you are supporting us. Pep Guardiola famously said during a press conference, Pep said that there are no friends or enemies in life. In life, there are no friends or enemies, only interests. So I can see the interest that Morgan has on Man City and Barcelona today. But is it fair to say that if Barcelona and Man City enable you to make some extra coins that you shouldn't be hate watching them in the future? Yeah, treble season. I wanted to run to the pitch, but my friend stopped me. You are lucky that he stopped you. You could have been banned. I'm pretty sure the people that run onto the field, they get banned. Vardiol against Daniel James. Daniel James twisting. Nonto. Danger. Goal kick. The time I have triple captained. Oh, you've triple captained Haaland. He's flapping like a seagull. I'm pretty sure he's going to struggle to score today. That is Haaland. Considering that Wolves are not Wolves, Leeds are playing a bit too deep. You can tell that they're implementing the low block instead of something like the mid block or even a high line. But he might find himself scoring maybe one goal. Ben Mendy ran injured to celebrate too. I remember that. Iconic scenes. The people that say Man City doesn't have history or Man City doesn't only started being relevant 2 to 3 years ago. I'm pretty sure those people, they don't have adequate football knowledge or they're just hating for the sake of hating. You raise a good point, Lawrence. Yeah, if Barcelona and Man City, uh, if Barcelona and Man City enable you to win that bet, you should not be hating on them in the near future. That being said, guys, I want us to discuss something a bit different here. What do you think is happening to Liverpool? What do you think is happening to Liverpool? What do you think is happening to Slot? What do you think is happening to Salah? The likes of Van Dijk? What do you think is the situation at Liverpool? What's happening? Haters. They are definitely haters. Reinders, beautifully done, loses the ball. Barcelona looking for something against Alaves. Man, we need to get a new striker for Barcelona. Slot's leaving, Klopp's coming back, but I don't think Klopp will come back. I think he's already done his best when it comes to Liverpool. In terms of, he's already done, like, he's done his best ever. He already has a legacy with that football club. Do you think he's going to risk it and go back? It's like saying Sir Alex might return to Man United. Okay, maybe not to the same. It's not maybe a similar comparison, considering that Alex Ferguson was at United for over 20 years. He'll wait until Pep leaves. Okay. You've now added a caveat. Now that has confused me even more. Yeah, that they could be a possibility. I can't say no to that. I can't say no to you saying that he's waiting until Pep leaves. But honestly, I don't think he's going to return. Ball in behind. Reinders over the top goal kick. Only one Premier League, only one UCL. That is the legacy that Klopp has. You might add in the league cups that he won, the FA, the Club World Cup, the Super Cup. You know the reason why I'm saying he's a legend for that football club is because the club hadn't won such titles for a long time before he came along. Yeah? The last before Klopp, the last time Liverpool had won a Champions League was back in 2005. Before Klopp, the last time that Liverpool had won a Premier League was never. You mean what's happening to Anne lost? Garrett lost. Yeah, what's happening? What do you think he's losing his mind as a coach? Okay, not losing his mind. He's trying to do to repair the situation to a point that he's even making it worse. After talking about Slot, we are going to talk about Salah. Because we saw how well he played last season, the numbers that he put up last season. He was incredible last season. Some might say he was even unplayable. They had the contract, whatever's, discussions. I think there was a contract situation between him and Liverpool. They dealt with it. They gave him a new contract, and now he's gone like from 100% to like 30%. Do you think his legs are gone? Man City are applying all the control they can. And unlike the Newcastle game that we saw last week, Leeds are just sitting in behind. You know, Newcastle were very aggressive last season. Last game. I think the decline was coming. Declan Rice. The decline was coming for Salah. I knew it was on its way too. And that is why I keep telling Liverpool fans they should have sold him for 100 million. I'll say the same thing when it comes to Fernandes for United. But just okay, that's a foul on Onto. Also, losing many key players doesn't help. Which key players have they lost? Alisson, Trent. You're talking about Trent. You're talking about Trent, if I'm not wrong. Are you talking about Trent? Because I have something to use against that. I'll say that they spent 450 million euros, or they spent 450 million during the transfer season, during the transfer window. Sorry. Are we going to take into account that? Because I'm telling you, if the same thing happened to Man City, we will never breathe ever again. If Man City spent 450 million, in one window, they spent 450 million. And they started playing this poorly. Everyone will be criticizing them. But Liverpool are the media darlings. They don't get criticized for anything. Oh, Liverpool spent 450 million. Slot, give Slot some time. He's trying to look for the right formula to blend in Isak and Eketike. And Vats, who hasn't yet scored a goal in England. Having many new players, yes, Trent. But you can't say having many new players is nini. See, you're the one who got those new players. Our new players hakuna mtu alikuforce wachukue. They got Frimpong, they got Kakes, they got Isak, they got Eketike, they got Vats. By their own will. No one forced them to get any of those players. Nunes in behind, ball brought in. There's no one there. Leeds looking to break away upper. Ampadu, former Chelsea player. Luis Diaz and Nunes were very important to the system. I see what you did there, including Nunes. By the way, Nunes alienda wapi, guys? Where did Nunes go to? Where did he go to? Which team did he join? Switch of play by Vardiol. Ball is outside. Nico Riley couldn't control it. Barcelona still 1-1 against Alaves. Ball in behind for Balde. Ball is outside. It's a goal kick. Al Hilal. Alienda Al Hilal. Good for him. Good for him. 40 minutes in. Naangalia the other side on Alaves. Alaves ako ndani. Hatari. Rudi ndani. Nini. Joan Garcia with a big save. Oh my goodness. This guy is incredible. Ajajaja. That's an incredible save. Oh, Joan Garcia, you're so good. Barcelona highline caught sleeping again. That's a good save by Joan Garcia, my guy. That's a good save. That's a good save. That's a good save by Joan Garcia. That's a good save. Reinders, Tijani. Taken down Tijani. Virgil, I've never... You've never been convinced about him. He's won more Premier Leagues and more Champions League than Man United have in the last 10 years. He's won more trophies than Man U in the last 10 years. 10 years, is it correct? Sijui. Maybe I've gone over the top. Side ko 2020? 2025 minus 10 in 2015. Since 2015, in the last 10 years, who has won more trophies? Virgil van Dijk or Manchester United Football Club? Wacha tuuliza ChatGPT. Barcelona! Golazo! Dani Olmo! 2-1 Barca! Rafa with an assist. Barcelona bouncing. Dani Olmo on the scoreboard for Barca. 2-1. 2-1 Barcelona against Alaves. In the last 10 years, who has won more trophies? Virgil van Dijk or Manchester United Football Club? Moment of truth is upon us. Check it Rafinha with that run. Afu akona analeta tu cutback tu safi tu kwenye uko. Cutback inaletwa kwenye uko. Hakuna inakuja hapo kwa mguu where you are. Cutback inakuja kwenye uko broski. Doku anapatia Haaland nini. Bernardo piga nini. Hatari. Tolewa. Rafinha analeta cutback kwenye uko. You don't even have to stretch to get it. Gonzalez! Leeds wananyeshewa hapa. Doku. Kuna kupumzika hapa, eka pressure. Reinders! Corner. Man City wanaeka tu punches on punches hapo tu. Leeds wako on the ropes. Mse anasema Rafinha analeta cutback kwenye uko. Cutback inaletwa kwenye huko. Kama utamisi, hiyo ni shida yako. Utateta ati bro, umeniekea ball mbaya, umeweka pass vibaya. Barcelona in behind. Rafinha, Lamine Yamal. Poor pass by Lamine. Corner for Man City. Ball, hizi kona za Phil Foden man. Kwani ako jaba? Phil Foden apiga hizi kona ni kama ako jaba msee. Another corner man. Salah ako so isolated. Don't you think he's lost his legs ama his pace? Do you think amepoteza pace yenye anakuwa nayo? Na FYI, nilisahau kuambia kitu moja yenye ili happen. During the midweek game, sijui kama mle notice kitu moja. Acha kwanza hii kona ipigwe before niwapatie story. Ball naletwa ndani. Josko. Vardiol. Patia Phil Foden. Hatare. Kuna mtu goal kick. Nilikuwa nawaambia midweek, so tulikuwa nafanya ile stream. Mlinotice that nilikuwa nimeweka lineups wrong. Nilikuwa nimeweka hizi lineups za Man City na Newcastle. Hizo zenye nimeweka kwa screen for 1 second. During the Chelsea versus Barcelona game. Do you guys remember that? Sasa ndio maana nimetoa hizo lineups. Kwa sababu ziko very difficult kuwork nazo. Unlike unaona vitu kama thumbnail, hiyo na I design it kama 24 hours before. Ama a lot of time before the game. But sasa disadvantage ya lineups ni unangoja hadi lineups zitoke, alafu you create them. That is why until tupate mtu mwenye, maybe we have an external graphics designer, ile siku yenye tutafika hiyo point yenye si mimi na I'm doing all the heavy lifting, tunaweza rudisha hizo. But for now hizo, I don't think I'm going to work with them anytime soon. So this is going to be the interface. Maybe I'm going to come up with something creative to add to this side and this side, ndio yache kuka blank. But for the near future, hizi lineups zenye kama hizi, you won't be seeing them anytime soon. Zinanisumbua. Kuna times zenye nasahau kucreate kwa sababu maybe nimefika kwa to my house maybe 15 minutes or 10 minutes before the game. Siwezi take another 20 minutes nikicreate hizo. So yeah, sorry to all the fans. Najua wengi mlikuwa mnapenda hizo lineups. Morgan anasema Salah is declining physically or has been for a while. We had discussed it in the wake of the Community Shield game. But ako 33. I don't think kuna mtu mwenye ako anashangaa he's on the decline. Lamine Yamal ako chini, is not feeling well. He's 33 years. Ni kama Kyle Walker venye alifall off. Ona hiyo save by Joan Garcia msee. Such a good save. Cheki cutback ya Rafinha. Cutback inakuja kwenye huko. Doku. 2 players ahead of him. Reinders. Nachia Doku. Nico Riley! Are you on Twitter? I'm on Twitter, yes. I'm on Twitter. I have an account on Twitter. But now the challenge is, there's only one challenge. I don't know my username offhand. So let me try and check it. We'll watch the goal that Man City conceded. Halftime, not Man City, Barcelona. It's halftime for Man City versus Leeds. Comfortable first half for the citizens. TikTok, no, I don't have any TikTok account. But if I'm ever going to jump on TikTok, it's because I'll be posting the videos from the watchalongs. I don't have a personal TikTok account that's mine. I have a Twitter account. I have an Instagram account. I have, what other social media do I have? Obviously, I have a YouTube account. But by the way, I think I'll have to create a TikTok account. I'll just be posting the various content that we have on the channel there. Lamine Yamal taken down again. Lamine, that should be a yellow card, ref. That should be a yellow card, and it's a yellow card. That should be a yellow card. The other games, has anyone scored in the other games? I saw Sunderland were 2 goals down against Bournemouth in the 25th minute. Hey Morgan, the results are in, and you're not going to like the results. In the last 10 years, Van Dijk has won more trophies than Manu have. In the last 10 years, Manu has won how many trophies? 6. Van Dijk has won 10. I would take Walker over Amorim's cousin at right wing back. Amorim's cousin is Dalot. You're calling Diego Dalot Amorim's cousin? Ama you're referring to your buddy Fernandez. I know Fernandez is not a right wing back, but just saying. Yeah, let's take a look at the goals that Barcelona conceded. The first goal that Barca conceded. I can't play it on the stream because of this thing they call copyright. I'm seeing that Sunderland are 2-1 against Bournemouth. Bournemouth with 2 goals, Sunderland 1. Where's the Barcelona goal that they conceded? I want to see what kind of goal they conceded. I can't show it on the screen. So maybe I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it on your own. 26 minutes in and it's a corner. That is what I'm seeing. It's a corner. It's a corner. It's an outing corner. Let's see what happens. Outing corner is brought in. Poor defending by Casado. It's just poor defending by Casado. It's just poor defending by Mark Casado. I haven't rewatched it enough, but from what I've seen in the first he goes towards the ball trying to make a clearance. It's a poor clearance by him. It's a poor clearance by Casado. If you're clearing the ball in such positions, you need to be sure that you've done a good job. Because you can see that he tried to clear the ball, but it ended up falling. It ended up creating an even better chance for Alaves. And that is how Barcelona conceded within 45 seconds of the game. That is how Barcelona conceded. He's actually his cousin. You want to tell me that Dalot and Amorim are actually related? Is that what you're telling me? I hope you're lying, Dalot. Diogo Dalot, Amorim, cousins. I hope it's a lie. Oh no, they are related. It's true. It's true. Amorim and Diego Dalot are related with ancestral service, whatever, revealing that they are both great grandsons of Carlos Dalot. So you want to tell me the reason why Amorim keeps on playing him is because Dalot is his cousin. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. I can see that it became news 3 weeks ago. People are reacting to it. That's crazy. I think that's one of the craziest things I've discovered today. I'm at this month. Dalot and Amorim are related. They are cousins. Crazy stuff. But yeah, what do you think about the first half? What kind of football have we played in the first half? Did you like the football that we played? Bernal yellow card with a very late tackle there, Mark Bernal. Mark Bernal with a very late tackle there. Very late tackle by Mark Bernal. Let me stop the timer. I want to give you guys some assignment, yeah? Anytime you're seeing that I haven't stopped the timer, kindly be reminding me to do so. I normally forget it so many times. Too close to the goalkeeper there, Balde. Leo nimewatch nini? I've watched the F1 sprint. Oscar Piastri ended up winning it, which makes the qualification that is going to be tonight at 9 p.m. very, very interesting. That is F1, the Qatar Grand Prix. If Morgan is here, there's something I'll want him to explain. Barcelona, they are pressing so well when Rafinha is on the field. You can tell that Rafinha has, unajua Rafinha alikuwa ule player mwenye hata mimi nilikuwa lose hope. I had lost hope in Rafinha, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Ilikuwa Rafinha kama it's a step too big for him. That is 2 years ago. But props to him for believing in himself. Kwa sababu amekuwa a player that when he's not in our team we feel very uncomfortable. That being said, Rafinha amejiconfused man. Alikuwa 1-on-1. Nimemsifu tu sahii karibu. Man, Lewandowski pia unaweza ona tu he's just hanging on. Rafinha hata tumeenda kumpraise akapata 1-on-1, he confused himself. Nice one, Garcia. Poor pass by Garcia in the end. Tuangalie game za kesho ni gani before half time irudi. How many minutes before the game returns? 6 minutes. Maybe I should go and make myself a cup of coffee before what? Before the game returns. But I don't want to take my eyes off the Barcelona game. But now the difficult part is when the Barcelona game is going to go for halftime, it's when the Man City game is going to resume for the second half. So perhaps I'll have to sacrifice the last 5 minutes of Barcelona versus Alaves. As I say that, Alaves are in. Alaves attacking. They misplaced the pass, but they still have the ball. Ibanez with the ball. Dribbling Ibanez. Loses the ball against Escobarsi. Barsi with a very, very interesting clearance. He clears the ball back into his own box. Throw in for Alaves. I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea. Perhaps take a biscuit or two. And then I'll be back before the Man City game resumes. In the meantime, make sure you guys hit the like. Share the video with your friends. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. 3 tops. Fuck. It took longer than expected. I even ended up making myself a cup of tea. Halftime is there for Barcelona. So I think City are 30 seconds back. Okay. Haaland! Goal kick. Haaland. What's happening, Haaland? Should have given the ball back to Reinders. He should have passed back to Reinders in that occasion. Tulikuwa tuangalie games za kesho ni gani? Tomorrow. Wacha tuangalie today. Atletico Madrid, they are playing against Real Oviedo. I'll be watching that offline. Because I know Barcelona are playing against Atleti on Tuesday, I think. Tomorrow, United versus Crystal Palace at 3 p.m. And then there's this very odd kickoff at 5:05. Very, very strange. 5 minutes past 5 is when there. Is when the other games are beginning. And then tomorrow's main event, Chelsea versus Arsenal at 7:30. We will be there. Donnarumma, what are you doing, bro? Foul on Doku there. What is Donnarumma doing there, man? Barely mentioned him in the first half and he tries to. Comes to punch the ball. It's a very, 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 very poor punch by Donnarumma if we consider it from there. Considering that he left his goal wide open. Foul by Doku there. Nice one, Nunes. Poor pass, Nunes. Risky. Fuck off. 1-1. 2-1. Poor pass, Nunes. We've just cooked ourselves, man. Zero danger by Leeds and we give them that opportunity. Very poor, man. Nunes, what are you doing? What are you doing with that reverse pass? He's onside. His run is good. And then Nunes anafika hapo tena ana fumble. Clear the ball, Nunes. Ona venye amefika ana fumble anamwekea kwa ball kwa mguu. Shame on you, Nunes. You're very poor defending. Amewekea nini ball kwa mguu wa score. Nunes, sometimes you are very annoying. You're very annoying, Nunes. And this is why I keep saying he should not be playing against the big teams. Concentration yake huwa inapotea very, very easily. His concentration is so huwa inaisha very, very quickly. Especially when he makes a mistake. When he makes a mistake, anataka kujiredeem immediately, which makes him even make another mistake on top of that. Have to be patient, Man City. We will have to be we have to be so patient with our team. We have to be very patient with our team. All that first half dominance imekuwa undone by that very very poor mistake. We have given them a chance, if I'm being honest. Donnarumma akastep in saa zile akijaribu kuclear ball, he missed the ball. We got lucky on that one. Nunes trying to be smart with the reverse passes. He takes a chance with that reverse pass. He takes a chance when trying to protect the ball up instead of just clearing it. Ndio hiyo sasa, mistakes sasa zimeanza kuingia sasa. Draw in by Ampado. Calvert-Lewin still surprisingly, bro. Mkifungwa na Calvert-Lewin, you just know it's time to bro. Nunes amewapatia lifeline msee. Nunes amewapatia lifeline. In ile situation yenye unaenda kudrown mtu anakuja na kusave. That is what Nunes does for all our opponents. Leeds with a lot of confidence. And as naona Nunes venye ameanza kutoboka toboka sasa. Nunes anapigwa hadi yellow. But hiyo ifai kwa yellow card, if we are being honest. It should not be a yellow card for him. I think it's a fair challenge by him. Leeds with a set piece hapa. To a set piece. Hiyo si foul aje referee. Hiyo si foul aje ref surely. Umepeana the same thing from Nunes on the other side of the field. Josko. Nani sana anapigwa yellow card sasa? Bernardo Silva. Yamal alimiss a big chance in the nini. Lamine Yamal alimiss such a chance hata bahati sikuona. I thank God I was not watching at that time. Donnarumma is down. He's not feeling well. Lamine Yamal with a glorious chance hapo before the end of the first half. We need Bana to take control, man. We need to take control. They cannot. We can't be fooling around with these 3 points. Ball over the top. O'Reilly recovers. Foul on Gonzalez hapo. Gonzalez ni kama amegongwa hapo on his quads. But Niko O'Reilly, Doku, Rodri's in attendance hapo ako kwa bench. Of course amekuwa sidelined because of the ilikuwa nini injury yenye alipata. ACL ni ile alikuwa out for long, but I think Rodri suffered from a what do you call them? Oh my goodness. A hamstring injury is what has been keeping him off the pitch for the last, is it 1.5 months or 1 month? I think so. But I think his return date is along the lines of 1 week or 1.5 weeks from now. So possibly mid-December hapo. Yeah, I think mid-December is the perfect time to expect his return. Yeah. Josko. Cross ball by Doku, crosses the ball to no one. Bernardo is going to collect the ball and try and come up with something. Phil Foden. Foden. Reinders. Reinders shoot! Doku. Loses the ball there, Mencha. But ni throw in your Leeds. Pressure, pressure, extra pressure. Tuangalie the other games. Sunderland wamevuruta wako 2-2 against Bournemouth. Is Semenyo playing for Bournemouth leo yako? Naona Barcelona pia wamerudi, so let me add that to the second screen. Daniel Mo loses the ball, but inapewa foul. He was foul. Nunes anafanya nini hapo surely? Rafinha alikuwa subbed off for Barca. Naona Rashford ndiye ameingia. Penalty by Vardiol. Penalty. Penalty imepeanwa. It's a penalty for Leeds. It's a penalty for Leeds. We are cooking ourselves as always. Poor defending by Nico Riley. Miss ball. Hata hakuna kitu ya kuongelelea. He didn't even make. He misses the ball and wipes out Calvert-Lewin. Nah, hiyo ni penalty all day. He dives in trying to do what? That's a penalty. Yeah, you can't argue against it. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It's a penalty. I'm not even arguing against it. That's a penalty. I told you this some of these players, when it comes to some of these big moments, like Vardiol, what are you doing, man? 15 minutes ago, Nunes made a mistake. Vardiol, what are you doing? Surely. Why is he fouling in that position, surely? Why is he fouling in such a position? It's just embarrassing. It is just embarrassing. Hii ni bao. Man City hatukosanji kuconcede from penalties. 67 minutes in, Man City have cooked themselves and ensured that Leeds have a chance in this game. Donnarumma may save, but imeingia. Just embarrassing. Just embarrassing. Just embarrassing. There's no other word for it. The word is embarrassing. The word is embarrassing. Mistakes zenye tumefanya leo, they are shocking. They are not even worth me getting angry over. Siwezi kasirika because of that. Kwa sababu ni mistakes zenye watu wanafanya tu wenyewe. Vardiol una foul aje from such a position. Vardiol una foul aje hivyo someone like that, surely. Donnarumma alikuwa amemake save. But Man City, hey. Have a very long way to go. Sasa hata nani kwa hiyo bench unaweka ati anakuja kusaidia anything? Hiyo bench wewe unaona nani anaweza wekwa akuje kuscore hadi? Nani unaweza weka? Nani sasa, labda Chaki peke yake? Acha nione Barcelona kidogo. Barcelona wako 2-1 54 minutes. Hata hao they need a second goal. Another goal if they if they want to win that game. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Bernardo Silva amekuwa foul ref. How is that not a foul? Doku faster. Faster Doku. Faster. Ongeza pace ya game, man. Angalia hiyo bana, hiyo ya Bernardo Silva bana. Wanaangalia nini hiyo Bernardo Silva? Sijui kama sisi tunaweza pewa penalty. Amemgonga kwa uso ref. Amemgonga kwa uso. Amemgonga kwa uso man. Reinders anatolewa naeka Ryan Chaki. Corner for Man City. Foden with a shit corner. Man, I'm so disappointed, man. Faster. Got too frustrated, if I'm being honest. Kuna behavior saizi zinafaa tukue tuliacha kufanya kitambo sana. 2 goals up. 2 goals up. And we end up drawing. Chaki anajaribu kuoverdo but afanye the simple things. Doku ball inamfikia. Faster Doku, faster. Bado wako chini. Sunderland comeback. Wamegeuzia Bournemouth. Nani amescore for them? Acha niangalie. Bournemouth sasa saa hii mko wapi kwa table? Sunderland wako 4th. Bournemouth wako 9th. Liverpool wako 13th. Liverpool wako 13th. Football is so unfair sometimes. 13th. Ungeambao ndio waliwin league last season, unaweza amini? Na kuna Newcastle na Everton hapo. So we want either Newcastle wa win ama Everton wa win. We don't want a draw. Ndio Liverpool wabaki hapo ama they go lower. If Newcastle win, watawa overtake kwa table, meaning Liverpool watakuwa 14th. Wako 11 points behind Arsenal and 5 points behind Man City. Huh. Broby scored the third. Ref hapo tume waste 2 minutes. 2 minutes zimeisha referee. I hope unaangalia. Acha tuone. Na hizo manini ma VAR check na hizo ma penalty. So sahi sasa tunafaa kukuwa na a minimum of 5. Sahi ni a minimum of 5 in the 79th minute. Bernardo na load, man. Corner. Regis Lebrace is not here to take part. He's here to take over. Regis Lebrace. Man City shitting the bed so far. Poor second half. Poor second half. But I have mentioned it before. Even if you go and watch some of the shots and some of the videos that are posted in the previously, you will notice that I said that the challenge that Man City will have this season is making sure that they play well for both halves of football. I think we said it during the Everton game. That is the challenge that Man City will have, making sure that they play well in the first half and in the second half in the same game. They have this thing of where they only play well during one of the half of football. Either they play a very good first half, a very poor second half, or a very poor first half, very good second half. And that is what we are seeing here today. First half, they were playing very free-flowing football. They got 2 goals. But now in the second half, they have fallen off a cliff. Off a cliff. Yeah, Nico O'Reilly, what are you doing? Very poor second half by Man City. Burnley equalize. At this point, City look more. They look more likely to concede than to score. Leeds are more likely to score than Man City. Imagine. Ball floated in. Drawing for Leeds. How are you getting unsettled? But imagine. And the worst part about it is we were 2 goals up against a relegation team. Man, how are we doing? How are we losing this game? Because we are losing, we had 3 points. Tumepoteza 2 points, we only have 1. Since the second half ianze, there is nothing that has happened. Offside. Brentford lead again. Man, Nunes is such a bozo, man. Na unajuanga tu akimake mistake ataendelea tu hivyo. Offside tena ref. Donnarumma pigwa yellow card. Haaland anaweka header but nothing bado. "88 minutes in." Mamush anaingia for Bernardo Silva. Doku. Marmoush, fuck. What a very good header man ameuza. Variol. Doku does nothing. Zero output. Ten minutes added on. Diaz. Patia Foden. Foden weka. Shoot bana. Foden! Foden! My star boy! 3-2 City. 3-2. Relief, relief, relief. So relieved. I'm so relieved. Damn it, man. We're being pushed to the edge by Leeds United. We needed that. We definitely needed that. We definitely needed that. We definitely needed that. We needed that one. I have to be honest. We need this one. 3-2. A lovely finish. Lovely, lovely finish. Lovely finish by Foden. Good composure by Foden Apple in the last touch of the ball before shooting. Haya, tusiconcede sasa. Marmush on for silver. Pep going for it when you need a goal. Kazini ya Dalot would still. Haya, Nunes usifanye bozo. Marmush defend. Oh my goodness. Tunasukumwa to the edge by Leeds, man. Leeds wanatusukuma, we are on the edge because of Leeds. Sambaki hivyo. Msee, tuko sisi tuko, don't be too shocked when something happens. Sasa sahii ni ile time yenye tunafaa tuchukue ball tukae nayo. Wacheni kushinda mkitoatoa ball nje, for fuck's sake. This is the time mnachukua ball mnakaa nayo. Unaona hata Pep anawaambia chukua ball, kaa na ball. Acha kushinda clear ball. We are not amateurs. Hiyo ball imetoka nje ref. Hiyo ball imetoka nje. It's not fun being a Man City fan in this day. In the last 1 year. Imekuwa tu always. Imekuwa tu always difficult. The fun times zinakaa zili happen so long ago, and then they foul Calvert-Lewin sahi at the worst possible time. Wamemclip. Utapoa set piece up. Wameinvite pressure into our box. Toa Haaland, Vardiol, Diaz. Hii ni chance yenye ya kutoa hiyo ball. Toa. Ujamaa amemiss huyo. Barcelona ni kama pia wanakimbizwa on the other side. Doko anatolewa, John Stones anaingia for the last 5 minutes of the game. Toa ball, Diaz. Press bana, press. Haaland amechoka vibaya sana. Ayayayayayayayayayaya, hatari! Nunes! Good defending. Foul on Haaland. Marmoush. Oh, Marmoush anakaa ni kama hata ajielewi. Three minutes to go. Aya, to defend, bana, to defend. Nice one. Throw in for them. Wanarushanga long throw in. Oof. Toa ball. Donnarumma. Nice one, Josko. Yeah. You're doing this the old school way. Roller coaster of emotions through that entire game. Donnarumma with the ball as we edge towards the final whistle. Foul for City. Diaz taking his time, fouled by Haaland. Leeds with perhaps the last kick of the game. Game inaisha, man. Oof. Very, very hard. We've worked so hard for that one. Oh, man. This football club is going to be the end of me, if I'm being honest. Hiyo game ilikuwa a very, very weird game. Sitaki kusema typical Man City because I start to associate such behaviors with Man City, but 2 goals up in the first half, we are leading, we are playing so well. And then second half, ni kama we don't know what we are doing. We Donnarumma starts with a mistake. He gets lucky. They don't score from that. Nunes, shocking, trying to go for a reverse pass. He misses. Leeds have the ball, they're in our box. He gets a chance to clear the box. He assumes instead of doing it fast. And then Leeds get a penalty. I don't know why I keep calling them Wolves. Leeds get a penalty. Donnarumma saves, but the striker gets a second chance. He puts it behind. It's a difficult. Yani ilikuwa tu game tu yenye mistakes. This should have been a game yenye tulikuwa na full control, especially considering tulikuwa 2 goals up. Joan Garcia ni kuokoa tu, anaokoa Barcelona on the other side. 84 minutes, Barcelona 2-1. But big up to Phil Foden. I've been talking about if Haaland has a difficult day, the other players should step up. Na I think Foden yeye ndiye amesikia tu hiyo call yenye nimekuwa nayo. I don't want to do any player ratings kwa sababu I feel like inaweza kuwa games mbili. Unaweza wapea very good rating for first half and then second half uwapatie kama 0. Juu first half tuliplay very well. Kina Nunes, Vardiol to a point that he even scores a goal. And then second half ni kama tulikuwa tu tumerelax tu. But it's okay. We'll take the 3 points if I'm being honest with you. And now we move forward to the next game. I don't know who we are playing against. Perhaps we should take a look at the table before we dip. But yeah, we've had to work really, really hard for that one. Brentford ended up winning 3-1 against Burnley. Man City 3-2 against Leeds. Sunderland are leading 3-2 against Bournemouth. I can see that Bournemouth have a red card. Let us take a look on how the table looks before we sign off. So yeah, Arsenal still leading with 4 points advantage against not even 4 points. If they win tomorrow, they are going to be 5 or 9. They are currently 4 points ahead of us. Plus 3, 7 if they win against Chelsea. But yeah, we've lipped Chelsea, but Chelsea have a game in hand watacheza against Arsenal kesho. I'll be here for the watch along, so you guys get tuned in for that. But yeah, Man City, as of today, will end the day in second position. Chelsea third. Sunderland, if they maintain this win, they'll be 4th. Aston Villa with a game tomorrow, I think. Crystal Palace, Brighton. Hey, Crystal Palace 6 na wanacheza against Manu kesho. Manu mkwe rada. Mnaweza kuwa punished hapo Manu. And then Brighton, Brentford, Bournemouth. Bournemouth ni kama sasa wameanza kuslip kidogo. Unaweza ona hata from their run. Tottenham are in 10th after they had a very good start to the season. United 11th, they'll be playing against Crystal Palace kesho. Everton wanacheza against Newcastle leo, if I'm not wrong. It's the upcoming game ama the next game. As you guys know, I'm a very big fan of the stadium yenye Everton walijenga, so perhaps I'll be keeping an eye on that one, and then the other guys wako huku chini. Imagine Leeds in 18th wametusukuma hivyo. They've pushed us almost to the end. That was bad behavior by City and Haaland. Leeds wako 18th na wametusukuma hivyo during that game. But yeah, acha tuone fixtures za kesho. Today and tomorrow. Yeah, I'm telling you, Everton wacheza against Newcastle. And then there's Spurs versus Fulham. Hapa I think if I was to predict this one, I want to say Everton are going to win because I dislike Newcastle these days. But I think Newcastle wako na firepower ya kutosha to put away Everton. So I'm saying Newcastle for the win. Tottenham versus Fulham, it's a London derby in a way. I think hii itakuwa Tottenham they will win today. Nilikuwa nataka kusema hii itakuwa draw. And then Palace versus Manu. Funny enough, I think Manu is going to win tomorrow. I don't know why I feel Manu tomorrow is going to pick up the 3 points against Palace. I hope I'm predicting it wrongly. I'm just hoping I'm predicting it wrongly. Palace for the I want Palace to win, but I think United will have something. They'll shock Palace. And then Aston Villa versus Wolves. Aston Villa is going to win. Wolves were last, haven't had a win in the last 5 games. Nottingham Forest against Brighton. It's a very good game. It's a very, very good game here. And then West Ham versus Liverpool. Liverpool can't lose tomorrow, can they? Can they lose tomorrow? Will they lose tomorrow? Surely it can't keep on going like this. We can't keep on enjoying ourselves this much when it comes to Liverpool, eh? I think they'll bounce back tomorrow. I think they will bounce back, kesho. And then Chelsea versus Arsenal. I would want a draw. Hiyo nataka to draw tafadhali. Chelsea and Arsenal tomorrow, please draw. Anyway, guys, a roller coaster of a football game yenye tumetaka kuwatch between Man City and Leeds, but Man City end up picking up the 3 points in a very difficult game. Very poor second half by Man City. But yeah, big up for Foden for stepping up and scoring 2 goals today. And all the other players, we need to have a discussion. I don't want us to talk in front of everyone, but I think we need to have a discussion. Barcelona still 2-1 against Deportivo Alaves. Hopefully they'll be able to seal the deal. But yeah, guys, hadi kesho, pick up yourselves. Mi nataka kwenda kuwatch F1. Kuko na F1 qualification in a few minutes. Hopefully itakuwa interesting. Yeah, Morgan anasema Palace win. Morgan, unakuanga fan wa Man U kweli? Ama unakuwa imposter? Unakuwa imposter. It can't be that every week tunaongelelea Man U unasema opposition ndio watawin na wewe ni fan wa Man U. Something doesn't make sense. West Ham to do the funniest thing, no chance. I'm pretty sure kesho Liverpool wanakuja na statement win. Salah back into the scoring sheet. I promise you kesho itakuwa hiyo. Kesho Salah na score, guys. Be prepared. Nimewaambia leo at 8 p.m. 8:10. It can't go like this, can it? Me, I don't think it ended. I think Liverpool they'll hold their own cash on they'll pick up the 3 points. I know they will. Pedri's back. Nona Pedri is on the field for Barcelona. Hopefully Araujo is going to stay away from the first 11 from the first team as he's going to stay as far as possible from them. Let us just pray for that. Yeah, last chance for Alaves, they cook themselves. Acha tuone hii game iishe, tuone kama Barcelona wataweza kuseal the win. Fermin Lopez, Dani Olmo, si Fermin, Dani Olmo! 3-1 Barcelona against Alaves. Dani Olmo's second goal. Lamine Yamal assist. Seal the deal. Imeisha. And then home. Go home to your families, Alaves. Go home to your families. Go home to your families. Dani Olmo with 2 goals. I think he watched me last time when I was criticizing him a lot. Hopefully that is why he's playing this well. But Barcelona 3-1. I don't think. Yeah, very good run by Dani Olmo. And then Lamine Yamal just picks the right part. The shocking thing and then ani shock about Lamine Yamal. I think I said it ile siku ya 4-0. Ni venye accuracy yake ya passing iko so good na ako so young. His passing, ana passing ball tu vizuri tu kwenye huko. Ende uangalie one-on-one zote zenye Lamine ameput someone on. I guarantee you 95% of the times he places the ball on your feet. 95%. I'm not saying he's 100%, but 95%. He places the ball where you are. Na ako 19 years. His passing is so good. Finishing labda ndio tunaweza sema improve, but passing na dribbling ziko so good. I want Amorim out. Bro, wewe ulikuwa unachia. I remember you very well. Tuko na receipts zako last year, bro. Receipts ziko, evidence iko. Tuko na evidence kwa karatasi. Ukisifu venye Amorim ni mnoma. Tuko na evidence, bro. Hautatuchanganya. You won't confuse us. Wewe ndio ulikuwa unataka Amorim akuwe coach wenyu. Yeah. Sasa hii pia wewe pia tuna kuinvestigate sasa. Umemiss the joke ile ya hii si ni ile yenye nani ule coach acho kwa press conference anaulizwa it can't go on like this. Alafu anasema anauliza can it, alafu anasema it can. Haya, Alaves. Toa mpira hapa Gerard Martin, walikuwa offside. Chezo na kuisha. Barcelona anachukua the 3 points against Alaves. 2 goals for Dani Olmo leo. Lamine Yamal 1 goal, 1 assist. Barcelona wanaendelea despite conceding in the 46th second of the game. Barcelona wame pick up the 3 points against Deportivo Alaves for what is the second game in the newly constructed Spotify Camp Nou Stadium. Barcelona picking up the 3 points. Leo acha tuangalie table. Let us take a look at the La Liga table before we leave. Wacha tuangalie table inakaa namna gani. Barcelona wamepanda ahead of Real Madrid, but Real Madrid wako na game in hand leo. You can see that Barcelona wako na 34 points. Our next game is against Atletico Madrid at home. Alvarez is going to score at least 1 goal. I told you. Alvarez. He's going to score at least 1 goal against us. I have already admitted that. As sad as it sounds. But yeah, Barcelona 34 points, Real Madrid 32 after picking up 2 draws in the last 2 games. Real Madrid, they had a very good run, but wame pick up draws in the last 2 games. Na zote mbili walikuwa wakiwa away. Na kesho pia wako away at Girona. Wako away against Girona kesho, but I guarantee you referee penalty atapea Real Madrid. Penalty ava Real Madrid. Hivyo tu referee sahi ana practice hiyo sauti. Sahi referee ana practice tu hiyo sahi. Unaona ile sahi yenye anaweka ana point pale. Hivyo referee sahi ana practice tu hivyo. Ashakanjwa zake. Ana practice tu. Ana practice kwenye yako kupuliza. Akiona kitu anapeana tu hivyo. Referee sahi ana practice hizo moves. I was a bit short-sighted and no. You are I thank you for admitting it. Thank you for and I had told you this Amorim guy just because he won against Man City 4-1. Usidhani that yendi anakuja kuwatoa hela wapeleke heaven. 1 year in 1 year in sai ndio you're picking up what I was telling you 1 year ago. It's been a very long lesson, but I'm very grateful that you have started learning. You and all your fellow Man U fans. Anyway guys, wacha mimi niende. Nataka kwenda kuwatch F1 inaanza in a few minutes. Yeah, kesho tunarudi Chelsea versus Arsenali. Tunataka ikuwe draw so that things go our way. Yeah, on your way out, guys, hit the like, and I'll see you guys on the next one, which will be tomorrow for Chelsea versus Arsenal.